So I've had some clients get not frustrated, but literally tell me I'm doing too much in my consultations when I'm asking them, like, what's your retirement background? What do you have set up for investments? What's your asset portfolio looking like? Do you have a short-term disability? Do you care about protecting your income? Do you have health insurance? So some agents are just pure transactional, where they want to be on the phone, spend the least amount of time possible on that call and sell the policy. It don't matter if it's the right policy.
Today, we're joined by Elijah John, a certified life insurance broker who's dedicated his career to helping families protect what matters most. With a background in accounting and financial services, Elijah brings clarity, compassion, and practical expertise to the often overwhelming world of life insurance, empowering clients to secure their futures with confidence. And Elijah, I notice you're outdoors. I understand you got kicked out of your office.
Yeah, they kicked me out of my office at my desk because they are remodeling the whole setting back there. But it's the weather out here is not too bad, not too cold, not too hot. So I figured I'd take advantage of the good weather out here.
Well, thanks for being flexible with us. We love having you on our podcast today.
It's a pleasure to be on this podcast. Thank you.
You bet. Elijah, I know you built your career in helping families protect what matters most. So I'm curious, what's caused you to want to specialize in life insurance and make that your life's work?
So pretty much what's wanted me to specialize in life insurance was I'm always a numbers guy. Personally, my grandmother, she's been dealing with Parkinson's disease and she
Mhm.
doesn't have much longer to live, unfortunately. She's on day 11 where she's not eating any fluids or any food, any nutrients. And she's been battling Parkinson's for about 6, 7 years, maybe 8 now. So my family experienced firsthand the financial burden of it, having to cover the cost of it. Hospice facilities, assisted living facilities can be very, very costly in addition to the medical expenses as well. So one type of plan that I have in my portfolio that would mitigate those types of expenses is called a long-term care plan. And one thing I do is I aim to properly protect people's financial households, setting them up on the proper plans that would give them the best risk mitigation if possible. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that your family's going through such a hard time, and we wish well for your grandmother, but probably no better way to sharpen your focus than have a family member experience a certain situation. So I'm sorry you're having that, but it's great to see that you have developed your skills in this particular area of expertise. One of the things
Thank
that
you.
you've emphasized is honesty and clarity in each client interaction. So, how do you bring transparency into conversations about something that's so sensitive as life insurance, for instance?
Great question. So honesty, transparency, dealing with the insurance world. Yes, insurance world is it's all about sales. I honestly hate what I see when type in life insurance on social media. All you're going to see from a client's perspective or the consumer's perspective is insurance agents bragging about their commissions, how much 1,000, $3,000 that they've made in 1 hour selling a policy to someone's grandparent. I hate that. It tarnishes our industry and it tarnishes our image. Now, speaking on the honesty and clarity in every client interaction I have, I'm a broker, so I have the capability of shopping around to find the best options, best plans. Whether we're talking on the life insurance side of things, I have 70 to 80 different companies to shop around for. And I present different options from low, medium, high, and what's recommended to my clients. I educate them on what they need in terms of what's recommended from an insurance level, and then work off of their affordability. What can they afford? So everybody's case is different, and every insurance product is never a one size fits all. You have many different life insurance policies or products that offer different features, different capabilities that would be ideal for one household, and it may not be ideal for a different household.
So I know
So,
that sometimes people hear things like term or they'll hear whole or universal life, and frequently people immediately tune out when they start hearing things like that. How do you simplify those options for clients so they can make a confident and informed choice?
so in my consultations with my clients, I try to keep it as basic as possible. And if necessary, then we can expand and make it comprehensive or complex. Now, term, I break it down like this. Term life insurance is essentially you're renting life insurance for a fixed period of time between 10 to 30 or 40 years. This product is best suitable for people who have financial dependence, people who they take care of, have a financial obligation of, need to protect their income, a mortgage, estate planning, business, different business concepts. If you're looking for a lot of life insurance, keeping the cost relatively low, then that's term life. Whole, universal, and final expense, these are permanent life insurance policies, ones that give you that permanent protection, give you cash value, capability, growth, and ones that can supplement your retirement or even investment, things like that.
Wonderful. I like how you're able to simplify and explain things in a concise manner. This probably comes from your tax and financial services background. It helps you understand those principles just a little bit more. So,
Absolutely.
speaking of that, how has your financial background helped you approach in helping clients achieve lasting security?
My financial background in the tax world has helped my approach helping families achieve their lasting security by understanding certain accounting principles and terminologies, understanding how some taxes work, being exposed to different clients, businesses, business industries, and seeing their numbers on their profit and loss reports. Just overall, having that financial background has helped me because it set me apart from other agents that do what I do, but they don't do it at the level that I do. So I've had some clients get not frustrated, but literally tell me I'm doing too much in my consultations when I'm asking them, like, what's your retirement background? What do you have set up for investments? What's your asset portfolio looking like? Do you have a short-term disability? Do you care about protecting your income? Do you have health insurance? So some agents are just pure transactional, where they want to be on the phone, spend the least amount of time possible on that call and sell the policy. It don't matter if it's the right policy. They just want to sell, they just want to close a deal as quickly as possible. And it may not be what's best for the client. So
Well, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
no, you get
I like how you're taking a comprehensive approach. You're looking at many different facets of a client's life. So when you're crafting a coverage plan, what's your process for making sure that the policies you're getting are tailored to fit the specific and unique needs of a family or business owner?
so in my consultations, I avoid being pure transactional. I do a thorough needs-based analysis and approach on my consultations, figure out what they currently have, find holes in their financial situation, and then I come in and save the day and say, hey, I recommend this plan. You need this. You need that. You have too much insurance. You don't have enough. Here's where I come in to play and help you out.
Very good. I like that. I was impressed that you said sometimes you may say you get too much insurance in a particular place. Typically, a lot of insurance agents, you can never have too much. But I'm glad you're willing to run that assessment and tell people, hey, you get too much in this particular area. That's a good
Most
thing to do.
definitely. Like, let's say the true need for insurance for a household is $2 million and they have $5 million.
Hmm.
You can, your need is here, but you're overinsured. Eliminate some of this, save some money, put that money elsewhere, and put it into like a Roth IRA or IUL or that can grow your money. Don't just leave it all in a term where you're overpaying, where you're not going to see any return on it.
Got it. That's good. So let me ask you about some misconceptions. What would you say is one of the biggest misconceptions you see people have about life insurance, and how do you help them see its real purpose in building a legacy?
Most common misconception or objection I come across is people think life insurance is all about death, especially if they're a single person, no children, not married, no mortgage even. They feel like what's the point of them getting a life insurance policy? And I educate people that you can use life insurance while you are still living through the forms of cash value or living benefits if you get sick. Then your life insurance policy will pay out, help you out financially, supplement your health insurance if you may not have that.
I like that. I like that. So let me get a little personal here. Without naming names, can you give us maybe a client story that sort of captures what you do and why you do what you do, where your work has made a tangible difference in them for particularly that family's peace of mind?
Absolutely. One of my great guys is a entrepreneur, business owner. He's a financial mindset coach now. But years ago, he was a Iraqi war veteran. He did 2 tours in Iraq. He had an accident, got blown up in a Humvee, and now he's a quadriplegic, which means he's pretty much strapped to a wheelchair. I met him networking, let's say 2, 3 years, maybe longer. He's worked with 2, 3 friends of his or other people, other brokers that tried to get him life insurance. They failed. He gave me an opportunity, and I got him covered with $1 million of life insurance. He decided for a 10-year plan, that's all he needed, but he
Hmm.
could have done it for 20 years or 30 years if necessary, even the IUL. So that is a great story, one that I like sharing because he has my utmost respect being a war veteran. I see him consistently at networking events. He does not allow his condition to stop him.
Well, it's a powerful story. I think sometimes people feel that they've been turned down, they can't get insurance, and you being able to tap into some resources that you have, or able to get a gentleman some insurance that he needed that he may not have been able to get otherwise. I think that's very admirable.
Absolutely. And he has 2 young children, a mortgage, and a wife.
Wow.
So
He definitely has some needs there,
you
that's for
need,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Now, I know conversations about life insurance sometimes get emotionally charged, to say it politely. How do you help clients move past that fear, that hesitation, sometimes with the spouse, with other families in particular, and focus on empowering and solving the problem?
Insurance is sales. So you gotta eliminate the transactional element out of it and kind
Hmm.
of throw in the emotional appeal. Because this is life insurance. People are not looking for the cheapest plan possible. You
Hmm.
gotta hit them where it matters, which is the emotional appeal. You gotta convince them like why they need life insurance. And if you can do that job, then I feel like you'll do great. Looking at it from like a standpoint like, hey, you're married, you got children, you have a mortgage. I learned this when I was at Allstate selling auto and home insurance. You need to find out 3 whys, 3 needs. Why are they shopping for auto insurance? They told you that they're looking to save money. They told you whatever reason they don't like the current agent. So you need to find out the needs. You need to listen, respond. You need to listen, acknowledge, and respond with a benefit. And so I employed that kind of strategy with my consultations for all insurance and figure out what is best for my clients. Now, moving past the fear or hesitation, speaking on like a topic of morbidity, I attempt to create an atmosphere that is like educational, motivational, and fun. Like especially in social media, I present myself in a still serious professional manner, but at the same time, a lot of my videos I'm doing now is more funny. I'm adding humor to it to push the algorithm and to reach as many people as possible to try and lessen the tone of the serious subject of morbid. So that's one thing I do.
Yeah, I like that. It is oftentimes difficult to talk about death and being able to point out the needs and uncover it and then have a little bit of humor in there. A lot of people, I think, appreciate that. You're always going to have a few people that don't appreciate humor anywhere. So
Right.
that's not necessarily going to work for it, but that's great. I appreciate you doing that. And especially you talked earlier about talking with clients and uncovering their needs and really seeing it in your example of the military vet that you had, helping undercover why exactly you need it. I think that's very important. I know that the insurance industry is constantly changing. They're evolving new tools, new products, and they have regulations they have to meet, of course. What changes do you see that are shaping the future of life insurance? Perhaps in just like the next few years, what do you see is coming up that we should know about?
So one trend that I've noticed is due to social media, you have a lot of life insurance agents coming onto these platforms bragging about commissions and selling life insurance, making it seem like it's very simple when
Mhm.
it's not. So they're creating lies and deceptions. And one of my friends, she got licensed, joined my team, thinking life insurance was easy, thinking that she's gonna make $10,000 a month, just like that. And I'm like, girl, you gotta be doing 300 to 500 dials a day, or go to 5 networking events a week. That's one thing. Regulation wise, I feel like this industry needs to be regulated more to prevent things like that. Because from a client's angle, if you guys look up life insurance on TikTok or any social media platform, you're going to see the negative aspect of this business. Like I said, just life insurance, bragging about commission, only caring about money and not caring about not caring about the true value of protecting the family. So from a client's perspective, I feel sorry. They don't know who to trust. Now, another change I'm seeing in the near future in this industry and all industries is the it's AI. Last week, I've had a client ask me, what's the difference between going through me and getting a policy versus just buying it straight online? And I told her, if you buy it online, you're not going to be attached with like a life insurance agent for life. If you don't understand a concept or a definition, you're going to have to rely on the search engine, Google. If you still don't understand that, you're out of luck. You're not going to have a direct agent that you can call and ask like a specific question. If you work with directly an agent, you're going to be building that relationship, hopefully generationally. But other than that, you need to be implementing AI in all realms of any industry if you want to elevate.
Well, I think that, kind of subtly in your response there was by being a continuing agent, you're able to continually monitor what's going on in a client situation and adjust, and there may be different needs that pop up at
That's
various
right.
times. Now, I know that every professional faces challenges, even mission-driven businesses like yours. So I'm going to get personal here. What's currently holding you or your business back from reaching the pinnacle of financial success?
That is a good question. A couple factors. One being the economic market that we're in right now. A lot of people are being laid off, losing their jobs, struggling financially. So that's preventing a few of my clients from moving forward. Me, I'm a factor. Got to stay consistent with the follow-ups, stay consistent dialing, staying consistent, going to networking events. And outside of that, just things that I can control as well.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate you being personal on that one. So, what advice would you give to younger families or new parents who are maybe feeling a little bit overwhelmed and aren't quite sure where to start with their financial protections?
I'm gonna keep that one real simple. Schedule a free consultation with me. I'm going to steer you in the right direction on what life insurance plan is best for you,
Mhm.
as
I
well
like it.
as if you're young and healthy, you get life insurance because it's cheaper, lower cost of insurance, and it's easier to get you approved.
That was simple and direct.
That's right.
All right. So let's think about your own legacy, professionally and personally. What impact do you hope to have working with your families that you've served and the community that's around you?
The type of legacy I want to leave behind is pretty much a fruitful business, one that has generated a lot of money, helped a lot of families out, helped a lot of agents make money to provide to their families. Yes, I'm a numbers guy. Yes, money does matter to me, but I don't want that to be the only element or reason motivating me. And then, as well as an impact to the community, I've done a toy and food drive as well. Got together or gathered a couple of my clients, referral partners to donate to that initiative. Ultimately, I want the community to see me professional, positive light, and personally.
Well, thank you for being outdoors and meeting with us. I know it throws an extra challenge on there.
Yeah.
You gave the example earlier of your veteran, and let's hope that he doesn't pass away. But if he does, you've helped solve problems that would be immense there for his family, taking care of a mortgage, taking care of his kids. Also, a powerful legacy that's there. Well, we do like to talk about legacy, so thank you for sharing your thoughts, share your ideas. If someone wanted to learn more and reach out to you, what's the easiest way for them to reach out to you?
They can reach out to me on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. My social media handle is Elijah, the insurance plug. They can also send me an email at elijahwithinsurance@gmail.com or reach me at my cell phone number, 770-940-9579.
All right. Well, thank you, Elijah. We will link those down in the description below so it's easy for someone to find that. Thank you so much for taking time with us. We'd love to hear from you and your expertise regarding insurance. And thanks for taking time to be with us on the Legacy Blueprint.
Thank you, Mike. Pleasure to be here.
That concludes today's episode of Legacy Blueprint, Plan It Forward with Mike Bascom. Each week, we bring you insights from thought leaders across law, finance, and wealth planning. Because building your legacy is never a one-person journey. It takes a team of dedicated professionals working in harmony to turn vision into achievement. If you're ready to take the next step toward your secure future, visit bascomlaw.com or call 77028559493. And don't forget to tune in again next week as we highlight more experts and strategies to help you plan it forward with confidence.